In the heart of Chibi Village, a magical land where the flowers always bloomed and the air sparkled with light, there lived tiny dolls called Chibi dolls. These dolls weren't just made of soft fabric and glittering buttons, they were alive, each one special in their own way, with a magical power to make the world around them even brighter. The leader of the Chibi dolls was Leela, a pink-haired doll with the most sparkly dress and a magical heart full of kindness. Leela's magic was special. She could make flowers bloom, bring rainbow-colored light to the air, and fill every corner of the garden with joy. But what made Leela most magical wasn't her powers, it was her love for her friends and her belief in kindness and happiness. Every morning, Leela woke up in her cozy little house made of candy-colored flowers. With the sun shining through the window, she always started her day by greeting the world with a warm smile and a hug for her best friends. "Good morning, Milo," Leela called, waving at her best friend, a tiny doll with green hair and a cheerful spirit. Milo was always the first to wake up and could hop around faster than anyone else in Chibi Village. "Good morning, Leela," Milo chirped, bouncing up to her. "Are we going to play by the sparkling stream today?" "We sure are," Leela said, her heart bubbling with excitement. "And guess what? Today is the day of the great doll party. All the Chibi dolls are gathering in the garden to celebrate." "Yay!" Milo squealed, jumping up and down. "I can't wait." Leela and Milo went to the heart of the village, where the other dolls were busy preparing for the great doll party. Penny, a clever doll with purple hair, was arranging the sparkling balloons, while Ella, a shy doll with soft blue eyes, was setting up the picnic tables. The whole village buzzed with excitement. "We're all ready for the party," Penny said, giving Leela a big hug. "Everything looks perfect, doesn't it?" "It sure does," Leela agreed, looking around at the glowing flowers, the twinkling lights, and the sweet-smelling treats. "It's going to be a magical day." As the dolls celebrated, the magic in the air grew stronger, the flowers glowed brighter, and the butterflies fluttered around with sparkles trailing behind them. It was the most beautiful day in Chibi Village, but as the party began, something unusual happened. Leela felt a small chill in the air. The magic, which had always been so bright and lively, seemed just a little dimmer than before. "What's going on?" Leela thought to herself. "Why does it feel like the magic is fading?" The next morning, Leela, Milo, and Penny set off on their adventure to discover the cause of the fading magic. The air was thick with unease as they walked through Chibi Village. The village, which had once sparkled with colorful lights, now looked dim. The flowers drooped, their petals no longer glowing, and the once vibrant trees stood still, their leaves dull and lifeless. "This is worse than I thought," Leela said, her voice soft with concern. "The magic is fading everywhere. It's not just the garden, something is wrong with Chibi Village itself." "I can feel it too," Milo said, his ears drooping slightly. "But where did all the magic go? How do we fix it?" "We need to find the source," Penny said thoughtfully. "I've heard stories of an ancient magic that lives deep in the Crystal Cave. Maybe that's where the answer is." Leela nodded. "The Crystal Cave, I've heard of it too. It's said to be the heart of all magic in Chibi Village." With a sense of purpose, the three friends set off toward the Crystal Cave. As they walked, the path grew darker, the trees growing taller, and the shadows longer. Leela's heart raced, but she knew they had to continue. The future of Chibi Village depended on it. The Crystal Cave was hidden deep within the Crystal Forest, a place known for its shimmering trees and glowing crystal walls. But today, the forest didn't feel magical. It felt ... empty. As they entered the cave, Leela couldn't help but feel a sense of dread. The crystals that usually shimmered with light were now dull, their glow weak and flickering. "I don't like this," Milo said, his voice full of worry. "I don't either," Leela replied, "but we have to keep going." The deeper they ventured into the cave, the darker it became. Soon, they arrived at a large crystal chamber, where the walls were lined with glowing crystals. In the center of the chamber stood an ancient crystal fountain, once the source of all magic in Chibi Village. But the fountain was now dry, its waters no longer shimmering with magic. It seemed lifeless, just like the rest of the village. "We found it," Penny said, her voice full of awe. "But where is the magic?" Suddenly, a deep, hollow voice echoed through the cave. "Welcome, little dolls," the voice sneered. "You've come to the heart of Chibi Village's magic, but you won't be able to save it. The magic belongs to me now." The voice echoed through the cave, chilling the air around Leela, Milo, and Penny. The sound was deep and cold, making the crystal walls shimmer unnaturally. They all froze for a moment, trying to comprehend where the voice was coming from. From the shadows, a figure emerged, a tall, dark figure cloaked in swirling black robes, with eyes that glowed a fierce red. It was Grim Shadow, the sorcerer who had stolen the magic from Chibi Village. His presence filled the cave with a cold, unsettling energy. "So, you found your way here, little dolls," Grim Shadow sneered, his voice dripping with malice. "But it's too late. The magic of Chibi Village is mine now. The lost sparkle that powers your world will remain with me, and soon, all will fall into shadow." Lila stepped forward, her heart racing, but her voice strong. "We won't let you keep the magic, Grim Shadow. Chibi Village belongs to everyone. The magic is meant to be shared, not hoarded." Grim Shadow let out a low, dark laugh. "You think you can stop me? I've taken the very essence of your magic. With the lost sparkle in my grasp, there's no hope for you or your precious village." The dark sorcerer raised his hands, and the crystal fountain in the center of the cave began to glow with an eerie, dim light. The once bright waters turned to a sickly shade of green, and the cave's walls began to crack. The magic of Chibi Village was being drained, and Lila could feel it with every heartbeat. "We have to stop him," Penny said, her voice full of urgency. "If the fountain continues to lose its magic, Chibi Village will wither away." "Then we'll stop him," Lila said, her heart filled with determination. "We're not giving up." Milo bounced on his little feet, his eyes flashing with excitement. "Yeah, we've got our magic too, and we've got each other." Grim Shadow's eyes narrowed. "You think your little friendship in magic can defeat me? I am Grim Shadow, the master of darkness. No one can defeat me." Lila looked to her friends, knowing they had to work together. The power of friendship, the magic of their hearts, and their determination to protect Chibi Village was their only hope. With a deep breath, Lila raised her hands toward the fountain. "We won't let fear stop us. We are stronger than any darkness." Suddenly, a soft, glowing light began to surround them. Teeny sparkles of magic, bright and warm, began to form around Lila, Milo, and Penny. It was the magic of Chibi Village, fueled by their love, friendship, and kindness. The light grew stronger with each passing moment, pushing back the shadows that Grim Shadow had cast. Grim Shadow scowled as the light grew brighter, but he refused to back down. "Foolish dolls," he hissed, raising his hands again. Dark tendrils of magic shot out from his fingers, aiming directly at them. Lila closed her eyes for a moment, focusing on the light that was growing stronger within her. She could feel the magic of Chibi Village inside her, as if it was one with her very heart. She wasn't going to let Grim Shadow take away everything they had built. With a determined smile, Lila shouted, "Together, we can stop him." Milo and Penny stood by her side, their own hearts glowing with magic. Together, they echoed. The light around them exploded in a burst of dazzling magic, sending a wave of energy toward Grim Shadow. The dark tendrils of his magic recoiled as the light enveloped him, forcing him back. He let out a scream of frustration as his shadowy form began to fade, the magic of Chibi Village overwhelming him. "No, this can't be happening," Grim Shadow roared, but it was too late. The light from the dolls' hearts was stronger than his dark powers. With one final burst of energy, the magic of Chibi Village surrounded Grim Shadow, and with a flash, he disappeared into the shadows. Vanquished. The cave grew quiet. The darkness that had filled it began to lift, and the magic of Chibi Village slowly returned. Lila, Milo, and Penny stood in the center of the cave, breathing heavily, but with triumphant smiles on their faces. They had done it. They had defeated Grim Shadow. The crystal fountain began to glow once more, its waters sparkling with bright colors. The lost sparkle, which had been drained by Grim Shadow's dark magic, slowly returned to the fountain. As the sparkle infused the water, the magic of Chibi Village was restored. "I knew we could do it," Milo cheered, hopping up and down. "We really did it." Penny's eyes sparkled as she watched the magic return. "We did it because we worked together. Friendship, love, and kindness are the real magic." Lila smiled warmly at her friends. "You're right, Penny. We couldn't have done it without each other. The magic of Chibi Village is in all of us, and that's stronger than any darkness." The three friends watched as the fountain's glow spread out, filling the entire cave with light. The magic flowed back into Chibi Village, brighter and stronger than ever before. The flowers in the garden bloomed, the trees sparkled with vibrant colors, and the air filled with the joyful sounds of laughter as they made their way back to the village. The sky above them was clear once again, and the sun shone brightly, casting a warm golden light over everything. The whole village was filled with life, and every doll was filled with joy. When they arrived at the heart of Chibi village, the villagers greeted them with cheers and applause. Princess Rose, the wise and kind ruler of the village, stepped forward with a smile. "You did it, Lila, Milo, and Penny," Princess Rose said, her eyes filled with pride. "You've saved Chibi village, and the magic is stronger than ever." Lila blushed but smiled. "We couldn't have done it without the love and kindness we all share." The villagers gathered round, and the great doll party resumed. This time, it was even more magical, filled with laughter, dancing, and games. The magic of Chibi village had returned, and everyone celebrated the power of friendship, love, and joy. And so, Lila, Milo, and Penny learned that true magic isn't just about special powers, it's about the love and kindness they share with each other. With their hearts full of magic, they knew that no matter what challenges lay ahead, they would always be able to overcome them together. With the dark magic of grim shadow gone and the lost sparkle returned to the crystal fountain, Chibi village was once again filled with light and joy. The villagers rejoiced, their hearts brimming with happiness as the magic they had lost slowly returned to them. The flowers in the crystal garden bloomed with dazzling colors, and the once silent trees began to hum with the soft whispers of the wind. Lila, Milo, and Penny stood in the middle of the village square, surrounded by the laughter and cheers of their friends. They had saved Chibi village, and they were filled with pride and joy. "I still can't believe we did it," Milo said, his green hair sparkling as he looked around at the glowing village. "It feels so amazing to have the magic back." Penny smiled and nodded. "It's even more beautiful than before. The magic of Chibi village is stronger now because we worked together and used the power of our hearts." Lila looked up at the sky, which was now clear and bright, the sun shining down on the village. "It's the love and kindness that make this place magical. That's what gives the magic its power, our hearts and our friendship." As they watched the villagers celebrating, Princess Rose stepped forward, her wings glowing with soft light. "Lila, Milo, Penny," she said, her voice warm and full of gratitude. "You have done something extraordinary. You have not only restored the magic, but also reminded us all of what truly matters. Chibi village is alive with magic again because of you." Lila felt a sense of pride swell in her chest. "We couldn't have done it without the love of our friends. We're a team, and that's what made us strong." Princess Rose smiled and placed a hand on Lila's shoulder. "You are truly a leader. Lila, you have shown all of us that the magic of Chibi village comes from the love we share, and no darkness can take that away." Lila smiled, feeling the warmth of her friends and the village around her. "We'll always protect it," she said softly. "The magic will never fade, as long as we keep loving and caring for each other." As the celebration continued, Lila, Milo, and Penny took a moment to rest in the peaceful crystal garden. The air was filled with the soft hum of magic, and the flowers danced in the gentle breeze. The garden was once again a place of peace and beauty, just like it had been before the darkness had fallen over Chibi village. "This feels so nice," Penny said, lying down on the soft grass. "After everything that's happened, it's good to just relax and enjoy the magic again." "I know what you mean," Milo said, sitting down beside her. "It feels like we've been through a big adventure, and now everything is back to normal." Lila sat beside her friends, her heart content. "It's not just normal," she said, smiling. "It's even better than before. The magic is stronger now because we all learned something important, that love and kindness are the greatest magic of all." Just as Lila spoke, Princess Rose approached them with a twinkle in her eyes. "Lila, Milo, Penny, I have something special for you," she said, holding out a small chest made of shimmering crystal. "What's this?" Lila asked, her curiosity piqued. Princess Rose opened the chest, revealing 3 sparkling necklaces, each with a tiny crystal in the shape of a heart. "These necklaces are a symbol of your bravery, kindness, and the magic you have restored to our village. They are enchanted with the magic of Chibi village, and they will always remind you of the love that fills this place." Lila, Milo, and Penny each took a necklace, their eyes sparkling with gratitude. "Thank you, Princess Rose," Lila said softly. "These will always remind us of the magic we share." Princess Rose smiled, her wings fluttering softly. You are the heart of Chibi Village, and these necklaces will help you remember that. No matter where your adventures take you, the magic of Chibi Village will always be with you. Leela looked at her friends, her heart full of love and happiness. We will always carry the magic of Chibi Village with us, and no matter what happens, we will always protect it. With the sun setting behind the glowing trees, the three friends stood together, their necklaces shining brightly in the fading light. They knew that this was just the beginning of many more adventures to come, but with the power of love, friendship, and magic, they could face anything together. After the magic of Chibi Village was restored, Lila, Milo, and Penny returned to their everyday lives. But they weren't just going back to normal, they were going back to a village that was even more magical than before. Every corner of the village now sparkled with the magic of love and friendship. The flowers glowed brighter, the trees shimmered with new energy, and the very air hummed with joy. To celebrate their victory over Grim Shadow, Princess Rose decided to throw a grand festival of lights, where the entire village could come together and celebrate the magic they had restored. The day of the festival arrived, and the entire village buzzed with excitement. Chibi dolls decorated the streets with glowing lanterns, sparkling ribbons, and enchanted lights. The crystal garden became a wonderland, with flowers that bloomed in rainbow colors and magical creatures fluttering around, adding their own special glow to the celebration. Leela, Milo, and Penny were given the honor of leading the festival procession, dressed in their best clothes, their necklaces glowing with the magic of Chibi Village. They walked down the village streets, followed by the other dolls, all filled with joy. As they passed the garden, the flowers seemed to smile at them, their petals glowing brighter with each step. The animals danced around them, their little paws moving in time with the music. The air was filled with the sweet scent of freshly baked treats, and laughter echoed through the village. "This is incredible," Milo said, his eyes wide with excitement. "It's like the whole village is glowing with magic." Lila smiled, looking around at the village she loved. "It's not just the village, Milo. It's the love we share. That's what makes everything sparkle." As they reached the crystal fountain, where the lost sparkle had once been restored, Princess Rose stood waiting for them. She raised her arms, and the crowd fell silent in awe. "Tonight, we celebrate the magic that has returned to Chibi Village," Princess Rose said, her voice soft but full of strength. "We celebrate not only the magic of this land, but also the magic of friendship, kindness, and love. It is these things that give life to our village and keep it strong." The villagers cheered, and Lila, Milo, and Penny stepped forward to take their place beside Princess Rose. Together, they raised their hands to the sky, and the crystal fountain began to glow brighter than ever before. Magical lights floated up into the sky, transforming into hundreds of glowing butterflies that danced above them as the lights shimmered and twirled in the air. Leela felt a wave of happiness wash over her. The magic of Chibi Village wasn't just about the spells or the glowing crystals, it was the love and kindness they all shared that made it truly magical. The Festival of Lights lasted all through the night, and by morning, the village had returned to its peaceful, magical self. The babies and young Chibi dolls were already playing in the garden, their laughter echoing through the air, while the older dolls enjoyed the sweet, calming sounds of the village. It was the perfect end to a wonderful celebration. But even as the festival came to a close, Lila, Milo, and Penny knew that their journey wasn't over. They had saved Chibi Village, but there were still many adventures to come, and they couldn't wait to face them together. The morning after the festival, Lila sat in the crystal garden, gazing at the shimmering trees. Her friends were nearby, chatting and laughing, but she couldn't help feeling a sense of peace wash over her. For the first time in a long while, she felt completely content. "Everything feels so right," Penny said, joining her. "After all the challenges, we finally brought the magic back." Lila smiled, nodding. "It's not just the magic we brought back, it's the love and friendship that make it last. Chibi Village is stronger than ever." Milo bounced over to them, his face filled with excitement. "Guess what? I just heard there's a new adventure waiting for us at the edge of the village. I think it's a mystery." Lila laughed, standing up. "Well, we're ready for whatever comes next. Together, we can face anything." The three friends walked together, their hearts filled with excitement and love. The future was full of endless possibilities, and they knew that no matter what challenges lay ahead, they would always be able to face them together, with the magic of love and friendship surrounding them. Lila, Milo, and Penny knew that their bond was the greatest power of all. As they looked out over the sparkling village, they smiled, knowing that Chibi Village would always remain a place of happiness and wonder. And so, with hearts full of courage and friendship, Leela and her friends set off on their